Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from Two Georges and the Banana Boat. And I will turn the camera around and give you guys some really good optics this morning as we do this morning's devotional, so you can enjoy a beautiful place that I stand here in Boynton Beach, Florida, where I grew up. And this is a very special place to me for sure. Nothing is open right now. There's plenty of parking. It's generally very tough to get in here, especially it's being Friday. They're all going to be showing up a little later on. And I will just kind of come around before we begin and show you, like, there's the Tiki Hut boat bar that takes you out for $10 on the weekends, all day. Your admission is good for all day. You can ride on it all day. It goes up and down the intercoastal here. And we come around, we've got the Two Georges restaurant right over here. And then there's the Banana Boat right behind me, and I'm in their parking lot. And then if you like to go fishing, all these boats right here behind me, scuba diving, deep sea fishing, the big charter boat that normally parks at the end is out right now. They leave at 8 o'clock, and that would be the Two Georges, and it's out fishing right now. As you can see the sign there, Two Georges. But let's get into it. I've got the mic on. I hope the audio is really good for you guys. I have not looked into the devotional this morning to see what it says. I've got my gain adjustment on the volumes. What I've tested, what I think is pretty good. You guys can let me know in the comments if the audio is pretty good. As you can see, I can turn my back to you. I can step over here. I can be as far away as I want, and the audio still comes in nice and clear for you guys because I'm all mic'd up. So I don't get cheap on you. So anyway, we've got, if you're first joining me today, I read from this book called Jesus Calling. It's a devotional book that someone sent to me that paid $22.99. Someone said they just bought this book on Amazon for $11. And I highly recommend that you get one for inspiration. Whether you watch my videos or not, you can just get your own and read it. And it's a great feeding of your soul every day to hear something inspirational, besides listening to the media and, you know, other local news and stuff like that. You gotta do the right thing. You have to eat to feed your body. You have to feed your soul with good stuff, because the world is very, very ugly sometimes, and there's a lot of negativity out there. And let's try to beat that. Now let's just pull you on around over here and change the optics a little bit, and I'll put the Two Georges right there behind us. And today is what? Today's Friday. Is it the 9th? Let's see. It is the 9th, and we're going to turn the page here. Like I say, I never sneak in and peek anymore about what it's going to say. It's just a little paragraph that you get. That's all it is. And then there's some scriptures below that are from the Bible that Sarah Young, who wrote this book, who's passed away now, gets this little synopsis, this little devotional from. So let's see what it says on February 9th right here. All right, seek my face more and more. Seek my face more and more. Watch my videos more and more. All right, you are really just beginning your journey of intimacy with me. Well, that's very encouraging, because you're just beginning your intimacy, your journey with God. It is not an easy road, but it is a delightful and privileged way, a treasure hunt. Oh, I like that. Yeah, you're finding little nuggets of treasures. I am the treasure, and the glory of my presence glistens and shimmers along the way. Hardships are part of the journey too. So we hear that over and over and over in the book here every day, that there's hardships along the journey, but they're not something that you need to be concerned about, because you know what the answer is. You're gonna, just always come back to Him, and He gets you through it. So He says hardships are part of the journey too. I meet them out every so carefully. Now he's got M-E-T-E. M-E-T-E. Am I saying that right? Meet or medi? I meet them out every so carefully in just the right dosage Oh, okay, he doses them out, just the right dosage. With a tenderness you can hardly imagine. Here comes that truck that delivers all the stuff to Banana Boat every morning with his big refrigerator. Do not recoil from afflictions, since they are among my most favorite. Do not recoil from afflictions, since they are among my most favored gifts. Trust me and don't be afraid, for I am your strength and song. All right. And then the scriptures that's derived from, the first one is, this truck had to pull right up with that refrigerator noise, is from Psalms. Psalms are always comforting. Psalm 27:8 says, when you said, seek my face, my heart said to you, your face, Lord, I will seek. And then in 2 Corinthians in the New Testament, 2 Corinthians 4:7 and 8, it says, but we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair. Yeah, I mean, no matter how bad things look, you know, it's never anything you're going to not get through. It's never anything that he's not right there to help you. So you just can really, like a water off a duck's back, you can just let it go, because you know, if you do know God, that you're going to get through it. He's going to meet your needs. And the hardships that you go through are to build character and to teach you life lessons. Surely God is my salvation. In Isaiah 12:2 says, surely God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. The Lord is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation. So that's today's devotional, February 9th, 2024. And basically what it's saying is the same thing that it echoes almost every day, that we are to trust in God no matter what the situation is. Let's put this down here and do this, stretch this out a little bit, and change our optics and let you guys look around a little. Let me throw the Jesus Calling back in the cab of the Crusher. And let's just remember, folks, it's very simple. Life is a journey. Life is going to have hardships. Life's got twists and turns. Nobody has to tell us that. We're like, duh, we've had plenty of them. But those that go through life that just never seem to know the secret to handling these hardships, these troubles, these storms that come into our life, they just give to worry and fret, and it ages them. And it's just, they worry to death. It causes problems in a relationship, problems at their job. But to be like a duck, where water just rolls off your back. And yeah, you're going to have to endure it. You're going to have to know that it's there. It doesn't just, you don't just imagine it away, but you can deal with it a lot better when you're prepared. Like working out. If you're going to sit down there and do a bench press, you don't put 100 pounds on the bar when you can only lift 20. So you start slowly, you work your way up, you get stronger and stronger, and every time that a little storm comes in your life and you learn to trust in God for your needs, well, the next time one comes, it could be a hurricane, and you're prepared, and you can support others, you can encourage them, because you're the one that can help. And that's what he wants us to do, is he wants us to become so strong that we can be his workers. Just like the devil's got workers out there that just come around and try to bother you. We can conquer all things through Christ who strengthens us. So I don't want to just keep repeating it over and over and over and saying the same thing. You get my meaning this morning. This morning's devotional was very similar to a lot of mornings. I did want to show you guys some water though, and have you enjoy some of this as well. But just know that you're not alone, and no matter what you're going through, a sickness or financial issue, or your car, or you need a place to live, don't worry about nothing. It'll all work out, folks. It really will. You say, well, You don't know my situation. You don't know mine either. We can all say that. I know that, I got an eye situation here. And, look at that thing. The guy went in there and stuck something in there and put stitches in there. Now I'm taking these drops every 2 hours, and I'm hoping this redness is going to go away. I'm not going to look like this the rest of my life, and that I'm not going to go blind. Can you imagine losing your eyesight? Oh, Jimmy Buffett, yes, was the person that I was trying to think of in an earlier video that someone already left in the comments that passed away not too long ago, several months ago. And then Toby Keith and all. And I use these people. A lot of people die every day that aren't famous, every minute. But when you think about mortality and you think about what's important in life, is it worrying about something? Is that thing that's, really got you going? Or would you, rather be above ground? I mean, would you deal with that easier if you knew the alternative was to be out of here? I mean, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to go tonight, right? So be thankful that you can walk down the street, if you are able to walk down the street. Be thankful that, you can take your next breath and that you've got pretty good health. Don't worry about if you, these people that talk about, oh, you didn't prepare in life. You don't have as much money as me. You don't have the education as me. You don't have the family I got. You don't have the same kind of car I drive. Look what I got. But look at those people. Look at those people. Not that they were bad people, but look at Toby Keith and Jimmy Buffett that had all the money in the world, and now they're in heaven. And, for while we're on this earth and you want to enjoy this earth and be a good soldier and enjoy your life and enjoy the happiness that you have, we don't know what the future is. We don't know what heaven's like. We don't know if it's another earth we go to, and we, the Bible talks about there'll be a new heaven and a new earth, and then maybe we just repeat life. I don't know. There's a lot of speculation, and the Bible talks about heaven and a new heavens and new earths. So, but right now, this is what you have. And so don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will worry about itself. But you got to do the right thing every day so that each day can bring you happiness and joy. You don't want one day, nobody wants one day of anger or bad attitude. Or have a smile, smile at somebody, make them smile. Force yourself to bring somebody else's spirits up, and just try to be a good Samaritan. Let's change the world, folks. Let's, no matter where you're at. Let's say you're up there in the snow right now. It's not so cool to be outside. Well, it's very cool. Forgive the pun. But just do what you can. Enjoy your life, and work your way towards getting debt free. When you get to be 62 years old or whatever age you decide that you're going to call it quits from a prison job, and that's just a term I use, and you can live a life where you can do what you want to do. That's what your goal is. So if you're just working right now and you're a younger person, you're doing a whole different routine than a lot of people that don't have a job or have a part-time job, and they have a Social Security coming in. And you look at them and you're like, man, that's nice to be retired and you got some money coming in, or you got some savings you saved, you invested in the stock market, you bought and sold 3 houses in your life, you made money, you reinvested it, and now you're sitting there, you don't have to do anything, but yet you're able to pay all your bills. Well, God provides all that. God provided that for those people. God made sure that those that He wanted to be successful through finances, unlike some people like me, I don't have 401s and huge stock market stocks and all that, but I'm doing great. We can all do great through Christ, through God. You don't need to worry about it. I'm not saying you don't do that, because plenty of people are doing it. And if that's your goal and that's the way that God's directing you and He's helping you achieve those things, maybe because you're to leave it to your family and your kids one day, and you're to help them out with the grub stake, then that's the plan. Everything is different, every situation. So don't judge people by what they're driving, how much they got in the bank, what level of education they have. We're all God's creation. And, when you judge, you will be judged. So remember that and make sure that every day you crush it.